What else are you guys doing at the GCC?
So we have a statute establishes what we have to do. So we have to, as you say, regulate and develop the profession, whatever that looks like. Fundamentally, setting the standards. So not just in the Code of Professional Practice, but also the standards for education providers. And those were improved and introduced a couple of years ago. And at the last council meeting in September, September, I'm losing track of time. The last council meeting in September, we were able to report, having conducted reviews of each of those establishments, that they have successfully implemented those new education standards.
Right.
With a view to ensuring that registrants coming out of those institutions are fit to practice, essentially.
Yeah.
So that's in place. We have a duty to remove registrants who are unfit to practice, which is why it's called the fitness to practice process, to establish whether or not people are unfit. I've mentioned before, there are about 70 complaints which are processed and considered every year. Those take longer than I'd like.
I think the median time's 108 weeks, isn't it?
Well, that's from end to end.
Yes, from
so that's from the receiver complaint
to
the professional conduct committee consideration.
Absolutely, but that is the time that the registrant will know about it and worry about it.
Indeed, and it's a ghastly experience.
It's a hideous experience. Yeah. How do you shorten the time? 2 years is an unbelievable time to live under the threat of removal from the register.
Often we're in the hands of others, so there are what you call third-party involvement. That could be the police, for example, it could be the coroners, it could be others. So that's somewhat out of our control. There are some kind of procedural things which just have to take time. So you have to give the registrant time to respond to the allegations, and then you put those to the complainant, and then the complainant, the registrant gets a chance to have a look at that. And then there are things like administrative hurdles around getting the panel together and the defence team. There are a small number of defence organisations involved in chiropractic, and I believe in osteopathy. And understandably, the registrants wants the defence counsel to be available on that day. We're sometimes saying, well, if you're not available, we still want to push ahead with it. So there are kind of pressures in that regard. So as you say, 2 years is a long time. I would like that to be shorter, but it's quite difficult to do so.